Hey y'all, so in today's video, we're going to be reacting to this clip that has gone viral. I'm just going to give very quick thoughts on this. I'm just really trying to understand this because I just feel like there's no excuses for this. Like there's like zero excuses to walk out the house like this. This is definitely the ghetto fabulous mentality. I've done videos about this in the past. I have observed with most women that are cool with like wearing bonnets everywhere and just looking raggedy everywhere, I noticed that these are the types of women to clean up very nicely only when it comes to their little ghetto fabulous events like going to the club or brunch with the girls. But then 5 days out of the week, they look like this. I noticed that a lot of women, they don't have casual throw on clothes that still looks nice. I think a few years ago, I had redid my closet and I had bought a lot of just simple things that I can wear on an everyday basis that still makes me look put together. So that's how I coordinated my closet. Like I have my special event clothes, but I also have a lot of lounge wear, casual wear, a lot of athleisure, Lululemon, just things I can throw on when I'm ready to run errands. So that way I can avoid looking like this. Okay. So I've made no excuses in my life to go out the house in pajamas. There's literally zero excuses. This entire clip is stank. It looks musty. If musty was an illustration, it would be women that walk out the house looking like this. You're not only severely overweight, which looks nasty. A lot of overweight people also smell bad just due to improper hygiene, not properly cleaning themselves. But you have on no bra. Your chest is huge. This is highly inappropriate. You ever heard people say, well, when you stink, you're basically like offending everyone around you? Like it's almost rude to be musty. I feel like walking out the house looking like this is offensive. I don't want to see your watermelons hanging to the floor, slanging everywhere. You have on no bra. This is crazy. She looks like she has on no panties. Her cat looks like it stinks. Like just the picture looks like it stinks. I don't know. I'm getting a very musty vibe from this. Ladies, if you see yourself in this woman, I'm telling you right now, you have to literally train yourself to not walk out the house like this. Like walking out the house like this should you should feel crazy walking out in pajamas. That's how I feel at this point because I've programmed my brain to kind of you have to program your brain to associate pajamas with the house and then outside with real clothes. So I don't care where I go. If I'm going to the corner store real quick, I will put on real clothes to go. Because for me, at least, wearing pajamas outside, this probably doesn't make sense, but I'm kind of a germaphobe. So if you're a germaphobe, you're going to get what I'm saying. I don't like indoor clothes like pajamas to mix with all of those outside germs. So she looks like she just came from her couch. She's gonna go run an errand and then go hop back on her couch. Typically, people that walk out in pajamas, that's what they're doing. They're wearing the pajamas in the house, they're in the bed with it, they go out, they're sitting on the train with the pajamas, and then they're going back home with all I can't mix the germs. I just can't do it. This is the image of trifling. It's the image of lazy. And her specific outfit, it really gives ghetto fabulous. Walking outside like this is very common in lower class environments like the hood. So that's what it immediately screams. It is a reason why when you go to nice neighborhoods, if you ever notice, like when you go to very affluent neighborhoods, I'm talking about neighborhoods that have billionaires, they tend to dress very casual when running errands. And it's a reason for that. Because, yes, trying to put a very curated, nice outfit together on a daily basis is exhausting. Circling back to what I said, that's why you need basics in your closet for when you just want to run to the store real quick. You can just throw on a basic cute little top, basic little leggings and call it a day. So like athleisure is very popular when you go to nicer neighborhoods. You'll see all the girls in the grocery stores wearing Lululemon. It's a reason for that. A lot of successful people, even if you look at like CEOs, like I think it was, I forgot what his name was, but if you look at a lot of the CEOs, I think it was the one that like made Facebook or something like that. He dresses very basic, and it's just interesting when you analyze people who are smart and successful, and his reason for dressing basic was it just makes his life more simple. It's one less thing that he has to think about. I think at one point he was only wearing a gray shirt and everyone was asking him why. And he said it's just easier to throw on and go. So, I mean, again, even like a simple plain shirt can go way further than just rolling out of your bed in pajamas because you're lazy. If you're lazy, I'm kind of lazy too. So you just have to know yourself. If you're not really high maintenance every single day, then you need a low maintenance routine that can get you out the house looking as decent as possible. So a lot of smart people like myself have just, pretty much adopted the whole, well, if I keep my wardrobe relatively simple on a regular basis, then I can look good every single day. And there would be no need for this. Because I'm not going to lie, I'm just going to throw myself under the bus. I'm not perfect. I think when I was more so a teen, I dressed more flamboyant. I had all these flamboyant pieces and stuff like that. So then when it would be time to go to like the store, the grocery store around the corner, I practically had nothing to really wear because all of my clothes were going out clothes. And so yes, as a teen, I'm not going to lie, I was guilty of sometimes going out in pajamas, going to the store real quick. But as soon as I became an adult, I broke out of that and I came up with better methods to carry myself like an adult in public. So that's why I call this ghetto fabulous. It's the ghetto fabulous mentality. A lot of ghetto fabulous women, they only have flashy, again, women like this will be the ones to wear the most flashiest outfit when they go out because that's all they have in their wardrobe is ghetto fabulous clothes. So for normal days, this is how you show up. Trifling. And you have the audacity to try to color coordinate this triflingness, which to me, it looks even worse because you're bringing even more attention to yourself. And then it's like the robe. The robe is so dramatic. It's sending me. You could like, come on, the robe, that's nasty. Ew, I'm not wearing a robe outside. You couldn't put on a jacket at the very least and try to like pretend like you had a little like a dress on at least. You know what I mean? And then I have a lot of pajama dresses. I'm wearing one right now. My man doesn't even like for me to check the mailbox going outside of our house in those dresses because at least how he sees it is he knows I don't have any like, panties on under it. And for me, I'm like, well, the world doesn't know that. But actually, my man has a really good point. When we see women wear pajama dresses like this, we actually do assume that they don't have underwear on because that's what I thought with this lady. I'm like, I know she doesn't have any underwear on. Ew, nasty. So, ladies, we do have to remember that that's what it signals. And she doesn't have on a bra, so you know she doesn't have on panties. Ugh, just funk all over the place. Like, I can't. And then this is another thing that my mom used to tell me as a girl with, I have a rack, okay? You can't do when you're curvy. Unfortunately, I know it's unfair. And I used to really fight my mom on this. I really would. I would be like, oh my God, I had my whole, I was getting influenced with the feminism and all this stuff, the modern day. And I was like, well, it's not fair. If skinny girls with no chest can do this, then I can do it too. And I would get into so much trouble at school because I had a body on me. Okay, I had curves, I had bum, I had, a chest. And I was like, well, this is my right because it's not fair. I shouldn't be punished because if a skinny girl can wear the same exact outfit and not get punished, then I should too. But as you get older, you kind of grow out of that mentality. And honestly, I'm sorry, life is just not fair. It's not fair. It's not. If you have a big chest to the point where when you go braless, it's extremely obnoxiously noticeable and your chest is slanging everywhere like hers, unfortunately, and even my man gets on me about this sometimes because sometimes I still try to live vicariously through the flat chested women and I want to go outside braless because I'm like, well, nobody's going to notice. But unfortunately, everyone notices. And you can't do what the other, like, very flat, straight up and down women are doing. I'm sorry, you just can't. So go put on a bra. I know we don't like bras, but you need to put on a freaking bra. And I feel bad for the dog because the dog is right below her crotch area and I just know it stink. And lastly, I already talked about this with the bonnet, right? It's the ghetto fabulous mentality. You only do your hair when it's time to go to these elaborate events, but then on a regular basis, since you are ghetto fabulous, you don't have regular hairstyles for a regular basis, you don't know what to do with your hair. You have no idea what to do with your hair. So that's why you see black women throughout the week, they'll just wear a bonnet. Wrong answer. Every woman needs a hairstyle that's good for every day. If you can't, if whatever hairstyle you have going on, if it's not suitable, if it's too high maintenance for you to wear every day, then you need to get another hairstyle. Maybe braids. I don't know. That's why I like braids. So, yeah, long story short, this video was kind of all over the place, but this lady is ghetto and there's just no other explanation to it. You will probably never ever see this in more affluent neighborhoods. Okay, you just won't because they have higher IQs and they have clothes that are suitable for just running to the store real quick. Women, going outside in your pajamas, it looks musty. It's tacky, it's ghetto, it's trashy, and you will attract nothing more than that when you're out. Maximize your pretty privilege and look good every time you go out. I love looking good because society rewards me. Like, what motivates me to do my makeup, do my hair, put on a nice outfit, a decent outfit. I dress pretty simple, but it gets the job done, right? What motivates me to do that is just thinking about how society will reward me in return every time I'm out. I always get free things. I get a lot of affirmations when I'm out because the world literally will compliment me and, oh, you're beautiful, you're so pretty. Like, someone on TikTok had said that that's actually a form of affirmations. Like, like, you can do it to yourself, tell yourself that you're beautiful, but when other people tell it to you too, that's a form of getting affirmed. So I love the affirmations that society gives me. I love the benefits. I love the opportunities. You have to think about that, and that'll motivate you to look good the next time you go out. Looking like this is going to attract nothing but dust headed your way. Okay? Looking like this will have people following you in stores. I noticed that too. Okay? Just naturally, if you're a black person, you're more prone to people thinking that you're about to steal in stores. So, that's another extra step that I avoid when I look nice. I attract that less. But when I go out looking like a bum, all of a sudden everybody's watching me in the stores thinking I'm about to steal. People are more rude to you. It's just like, take the extra step to look nice, and your experience when you're out will be way better. I would even go to the gym a lot of the times looking nice because my mood gets uplifted when I look good because I feel good. I feel confident. I feel pretty. Society is complimenting me. Society is nice to me. So it literally is like a mood booster. It's like a mood stabilizer, a mood supplement when you look good. So that's all that I have to say for today. Um, Enough is enough. Like, this is so trifling. Like, I'm really just thinking about the robe, like the robe. Come on, girl. Like, there is no emergency that requires this. Throwing on clothes literally takes less than 5 minutes. And some people just can't understand why we judge the lady in this video, women like her, so harshly. It's because it's just simply trifling. You couldn't spend at least, 2 minutes to put on an outfit, anything? Like, come on. It's trifling. It's no excuses for a grown adult to do this. And I noticed that her dog is dressed. So that's really trifling because you got your dog dressed, but not yourself. Crazy. Thing that I wanted to say is another reason why I go out looking decent is because we are living in the age of phones and people recording you. And I know me, I'm messy. If I see something crazy outside, I am going to take a picture and I'm going to send it to my man and my bestie. I'm sorry. I think I did that like maybe like a few months ago. It was just this girl. She looked a hot mess. I mean, I forgot, but it was just a disaster. And I most definitely snuck a picture. And I've been in the gym too, and I've seen girls in bonnets looking raggedy, and I be taking a picture. And I snuck a picture and sent it to my man and my bestie. Okay, like people do that. People do that. They're going to sneak and take your picture. That's another thing that I remember that keeps me looking decent. And that's also what stops me from going out the house in bonnets because I don't want to be the girl that ends up on a red pill channel where she's getting clowned like this literal woman right here. A random person took this of this woman just walking her dog and now she's viral. How embarrassing. But that's the cost of looking trifling. Society is mean to you. Society punishes you when you look bad, the worse that you look. So why do you want to dress in a way that's going to make you get bad results in society? That alone, like I will fear monger myself. Girl, you better not walk out the house in that bonnet. Someone's going to record you. So a little fear mongering when it comes to at least motivating yourself is kind of good, in my opinion. So, all right, you guys, let me know your thoughts down below. Did you enjoy this video? I'll catch you guys soon.